guys, hope you're well. So this is day one of my coronavirus vlog, do lockdown. Yeah, a little bit crap, but what can you do about it? I'm hoping it doesn't last as long as they're saying it is in the news articles. So I read one was saying, oh, it's gonna last till April next year. I really think that's just scaremongering, to be honest. Like, we don't have any information to go off as it is. The government, the UK government, are telling us very little. They don't even probably know themselves what's really going on, how long it's going to last. And obviously it's going to put a massive strain on the economy, the NHS. They're not going to probably have enough beds to cater for everyone that's contracted the coronavirus. That's showing symptoms, so there's that factor. Then obviously you got to worry about people's jobs and then like schools, like are they gonna definitely shut? They're staying open. I don't know what's going on with that yet. I know there's a few that have shut already, and especially where I live in the northwest. So, and then they've got people hoarding toilet rolls. What is with people hoarding stuff? Just buy one thing at a time, honestly. It's not a zombie apocalypse, people. People are acting like it is. Just buy one of each of everything. Simple as that. Sorted. Then again, people can be selfish, unfortunately. And then obviously they're panicking at this time and they're just thinking about what they want and not other people. But that is the minority. The majority do care, and they are starting to make coronavirus kits for the elderly, which I think is a really lovely idea. And then they can go around to the elderly live in the neighbourhood, give out kits, check in on them, make sure they're all right. Because obviously a lot of elderly people are on their own, living on their own, and especially during this pandemic, they're gonna be more vulnerable than ever. So yeah. But yeah, it's crap. Everything, most stuff's gonna be on lockdown now, like cafes, restaurants, cinemas, theatres. Transportation's gonna be very limited as well now. They won't stop it completely, but it'll be more limited services, I think. Virgin Trains, obviously First TransPennine, all those major train companies. Oh, on a positive note though, Disney Plus is coming out in the UK next week. So I know what I'll be doing on my days off from work. Disney Plus in! Yay! There's loads of good stuff on it coming, so I need to finish off The Mandalorian as well. I started episode 1, it's really good, so yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Just like little household chores stuff, exercise, and just keeping myself busy. Not going starved and just not going mad. Because it'd be very easy to see people just climbing up the walls. So yeah. And then obviously that time I'm going to do a lot more creative projects. I'm going to get some more vocal covers on my channel. I'm going to obviously do reviews of Supernatural, obviously, because the new episode just come out this week, which I need to get on and watch, do my review of. Awesome. But yeah, I'm also going to do reviews of the other seasons as well, because it's not something I've done before on this channel. I've seen a lot of Supernatural fans do it though, so that'd be good to do. Oh yeah, work on my Japanese Mandarin skills. Do some Japanese and Mandarin covers as well, and a few lessons on the language. That'd be cool. Yeah. But yeah, guys, just follow what your government are saying, whichever country you're in, if that be the UK or anywhere in the world. It's just common sense, and it's good safety hand washing procedures. Just keep washing your hands properly. Don't touch your face, your eyes, and your mouth. And then only stay out for a certain amount of time. Don't be out for too long. Don't run around loads of people. Because they're giving you an estimate how far you need to be away from people. It's like 2 centimetres, isn't it? Then do your elbow to elbow with people, which I find quite funny. And don't shake people's hands. No hand contact, anything. Yeah. Well, that's what we've been doing at work. We've having to wear latex gloves. I work at Greggs, so yeah, I've been wearing latex gloves. To obviously protect our hands, and then obviously it really shows the customers as well that we're thoroughly washing our hands. Even though it says it on our display in work that we are currently constantly washing our hands. Obviously we've kept all the sugar, like the condiments, like the sugars, away from the unit, so that's not in the unit anymore in our shop. We keep behind the counter now. Same with the milk jug, that can't be out anymore because we can't have any germs or anything going in there, getting infected. Yeah, just all that kind of procedures we need to follow. It's a lot more strict now. And obviously with our breakfast style at Greggs has changed a lot as well. So now in the mornings, sorry, I had an itch in my ear. Do I've washed my hands, by the way. Yeah, I've one colleague processing breakfast orders, as well as making up the hot drinks, and then you have the other colleague making doing the breakfast buns. It's just it's just easier because you can't have one colleague doing all of that, because then if a customer gives you change and you've been handling bread buns, then germs could easily get on the money. And if we don't wash our hands and we put them out, we can get that from someone who's already got coronavirus or even showing the symptoms yet. So just be really careful with health and safety procedures like that. Yeah, it's good they're doing that though, but it's also very frustrating for Greg's colleague, because then if you have a busy order of people or a queue of people, it'd be a nightmare. Why I need more? If it gets to that point, I don't think it will, because it's really quiet anyway now with this going on. People want to go out, especially it's usually Fridays that are busy anyway. Friday mornings we get loads of breakfast orders by phone. You need an extra colleague downstairs helping you, because you always have to have one upstairs doing sandwiches anyway. So yeah, so that's what's new with my work. That's it really. Yeah, and then I need to put my deposit down on my student flat that I'm going to be moving to in Sheffield in September, because I'm going to be doing a master's course in digital media. If all goes well with this coronavirus situation, fingers crossed, and it all calms down by summer. I think it will by summer. I think it'll end up being like the seasonal flu, to be honest. A lot of symptoms kind of do sound like that. So it'll dip in summer, it'll go away for a bit, then it'll come back in winter for a bit, and then it'll go by April. Then it'll go by April next year, I reckon. Then it'll just go, then it won't come back for a bit. It'll be the case it just being like seasonal flu. You're just gonna have to get vaccines every year or so, a few months, just to protect yourself from it. Yeah. So yeah, on a positive, it's pointed out people need to do more effective hand washing, which people should be doing anyway. It's amazing the amount of people that don't wash their hands. It's disgusting when you think about it. It's like, how can you not wash your hands when you're public? And then people have been to the toilet, not wash their hands, and then they just put all the germs on door handles, and oh no, and people get ill from it. It's like, yeah. So it's good that it's pointed out, and a lot of people need to be doing it more now. But it shouldn't have taken a pandemic like this to make people realise, like, yes, I need to be washing my hands more thoroughly. But unfortunately it has, so yeah. So what are you guys going to be doing under this lockdown? Have you got any creative projects on the go? Are you just going to spend as much time with your family that you can indoors, ringing up your loved ones, like your elderly grandparents, for example, that don't live near you? You can always FaceTime them, which is a godsend. Yeah, you can do video calls, you can text them, leave voice messages, just to make sure they're alright and they've got all the supplies they need. Because it's advised for like elderly people to stay in like for 3 months, so it's a pretty long time. Because a lot of them aren't getting out and about. A lot of elderly people are quite fit, that don't have underlying respiratory problems or anything like that. So yeah, it'd be tricky for them. But it's good we're doing it now. And then our Prime Minister, good old Boris Johnson's actually taking it seriously and acting on it. So yeah, it's good. It's just been annoying that we can't go out for a while and really do stuff. Yeah, just time to self-reflect, isn't it, really? And then take a time out from the busy life. Yeah, so it's not fun, but there you go. Also, when I was walking from work today, it's like a ghost town, seriously. In my city centre, there's hardly anyone in it. It was very Silent Hilly-esque. Weird. Not used to it being like that. And it's eerie, and you do that, and you walk past the coffee shops and they're deserted, and then there's hardly only like 3 people in it or something. It's like, oh my god, it's weird. Yeah, so I personally think with schools they're gonna shut them all down temporarily, and then the teachers are gonna do their online lessons from home. Because I know in a few countries they've started doing this. So yeah. My sister lives in Hong Kong and she's had to start doing this. So hopefully, yeah, it's just temporary and not too long, but we shall wait and see. Good job I didn't plan going anywhere this year. I had a plan to go to Japan, but in April. But God, I didn't go now. I heard the cases in Japan are pretty bad as well. I'm not sure the exact number, but I heard it's pretty high. I don't think it's high as the UK, but I think it's still quite high. I know someone that lives in Tokyo, and they said it's not as bad there as people are making out to be. Rather, the UK is worse. But you don't know until you're actually living there and seeing it. I think South Korea's cases have gone down a lot as well. They're really on it. I think China's has started to as well, which is a really good sign because that was the route of where it came from in the first place in Wuhan. So yeah, because we have a lot of Chinese students from the Wuhan province at Lancaster Uni, which I didn't know about till a student up there told me. I was like, oh god. You just don't think, do you, that they're from there around in China? Like, I thought they're from like elsewhere, but no. Just a bit, it's a bit scary. But they're pretty on it anyway. Like a lot of the Chinese students I see in town, they wear masks anyway, even before Corona came about. They're being very hygienic, keeping germs themselves, not spreading it. So yeah, it's a cultural thing for them. It is definitely an Asian thing. I think because Koreans do it as well. I think Japanese do it as well. Don't see Thais doing it. Vietnamese don't. Yeah, so I think it's just them regions in Asia that do it only. Taiwanese might as well. I don't really know much to say about it today. So yeah, it's my update of Corona. Hope you guys having a good day. Bye.